Raid Shadow Legends, we have a new fusion coming in the future, and they're finally letting us know about things early in advance. I don't know if this is a one-off, but on Tuesday, April the 13th, they're planning to launch this fusion for this legendary Dwarf champion. If you're trying to get Dwarf's Faction War done before they bring in the new Shadowkin so you can get your Lydia, make sure you get him. But really, after seeing his kit, you're going to want this Dwarf for everything in the game, especially Doom Tower. If you want to use him on the clan boss, for sure, and then any kind of progression. So try to pick him up if you can, and you have time to prepare. Get those pots, get those 4-star, 5-star champions. Now, when they say this is a classic fusion, they mean that in the sense that we're going to use rares and epics. That does not mean that we're going to use rares and epics that are currently in the game. I guarantee you it's going to be brand new ones, and it's probably going to be 4 rares of the same, or maybe even 4 epics it could be. They could do that again if they don't want to flood the market with so many new champions right now, or they could give us 4 new epics, 4 new rares, make it those same 4 rares for every one of the epics. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do, but I guarantee it is not going to be older champions. Save up your gems, save up your shards, whatever you can do. That way you'll be ready to farm for the events to get the champions that we need, and then we have to rank those up. We have to turn them into 4-star, fully ascended, then get the epics, do the same thing with them, fully ascend them to 5-star. Then you need the coin as well, so make sure you have the coin available. What is it, like 1 million to make the legendary? Make sure you are ready. April 13th. Look, this is the best we've ever had before. They're letting us know what is going on, so be ready for this Dwarf. Let's look at his skills really quick. We'll be out of here. He is pretty impressive, I've got to say. His A1 attacks, we've got a chance to put an HP burn up for 2 turns. It says 45%, but we know that's going to go up. A2 attacks all enemies and has probably a 100% chance to remove 1 random buff from the enemies, and then a 100% chance to remove 1 random debuff from all allies, and then increase the value of shield buffs on all allies by 30% of the damage inflicted. We'll come back to the bottom of that. Let me read his next ability that actually gives you shields. Then we'll talk more about that last line for his A2. The A3 places a block debuffs buff and a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 30% of this champion's max HP. The shield buff cannot be removed. That's pretty sneaky for something in Arena. I like that. Or if we're doing something in Doom Tower, it can't be removed. That is really good, especially going through the Scarab King, right? Cannot be removed is always great to have in there because he has that small percentage chance, no matter what our resistance is, to remove things from us. Now go back up to this line where it says increase the value of shield buffs on all allies by 30% of the damage inflicted. Now I'm guessing that if we don't have a shield buff on, it won't put shields on us. It won't do like Miscreated Monster, put a big old shield if we bring him into Spider. But if we do have a shield on from his A3 here, it will increase that. And this is the first time we've ever had something in the game that will increase shields that are currently on us like this. The damage that he does, we're going to increase the value of the shield buffs on all allies by 30% of the damage inflicted. So if you do bring him into Spiders and he's done his A3, you have those shields up, any kind of shield whatsoever, he's going to inflict a really big shield after this. A really big one, just like Miscreated Monster does. Plus, if we have him in the Doom Tower to keep that going, it's probably going to be a 3-turn cooldown for his A2 and then a 4-turn cooldown for his A3, for sure. It's a fusion. If it wasn't a fusion, I'd say maybe a 3-turn cooldown for that A3, but it's going to be a 4-turn cooldown because he does do block debuffs and increase attack for 2 turns, plus put on that big old shield. So that's definitely a 4-turn cooldown move. And the A4 says whenever an ally under a shield buff is attacked, it will reflect 25% of the damage back at them and then also heal that ally by 25% of the damage inflicted on the shield. That's pretty crazy. So you've got shields up, you take 25%, so even if you were down, you'll still have shields on you, but you're still healing back. Like your shield's absorbing all that, but you're going to heal also on top of it. On paper, he looks great. You want to get him. You do. For progression in the game, for in-game, for anything you're doing, even for some fun in Arena, this guy's going to be really good. Doom Tower progression. Everybody wants to get Doom Tower done, or they give up because they feel like Doom Tower is too hard. This might just be the guy we need to get us through there. Block debuffs along with increased attack, and then we get all these shields. Then we loop back around. We remove a buff from them, remove a debuff from us, and then increase the shields that are on us by a massive amount. And then he does an HP burn on the A1. HP burn we can use on 3 of the 4 bosses out there. We can't use HP burn on Magma Dragon. The rest of them we can beat down the bosses with an HP burn. And then shields here for the Scarab King. I know it's a 2-turn shield on a 4-turn cooldown, but we come back around and we can increase the value of the shield. And we're going to have to bring in somebody else. We will. We will have to bring in other people to help us out with shields. But then maybe if we drop back down, we have some more shields apply to us. We'll get healed back. We'll reflect back. And it'll make it easier. I mean, in the Doom Tower in general, going through waves, this is going to help us out. We'll see about 114. 114 is the one, right? That's the hardest one because that Siphi is there with the Rotos and the 2 Mountain Kings on wave 2. That is the place that really holds people up because they can't just one-shot that Siphi. Not a lot of people have an Inquisitor or a Royal Huntsman or a strong enough champion to come in there and really one-shot that Siphi, so it's hard for them to stay alive. Maybe this will do it for us if we can get shields up and then keep making the shields bigger and then remove all the buffs or control Siphi so she doesn't do that. We know we can't control Rotos because he's going to drop off all debuffs that he has on him and come and attack us, but this will help us out. We can control the Mountain Kings. We can try to take Siphi and make sure these kind of things like this in the game with massive amount of shields and then other champions with us, they can do strengthen and block 25% damage with shields up, increase defense, all the rest. We can actually hold out. We can hold out and win those battles. So let me know how you feel about this fusion April 13th on a Tuesday. We have time to prepare, get your ascensions done, go get a whole bunch of ascension pots, rank up some champions, and be ready for this. Everybody's going to want to grab this champion. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on this guy down below, and I will see you all in a video soon.